Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Major Mass Clubhouse. It's your host again, Michael. All right. So, in our previous episode, we started simplification of sorts. So, we did the first five um, problems, and we were able to conquer that. And I told you guys that I should take a breath and we'll visit the last five. Yeah. So what we have here is root 200, root 300, root 500, cube root 56, and cube root 125. All right, so we'll commence with root 200. All right, so first thing first, um, we had our small worksheet here, and we were using the principle of multiplication principle root A times root B is equals to root AB. And root AB is equals to root A times root B. So what was the first thing we did? The first thing we did was to get the factors of 200. All right. So how do we start? Let's hope I don't make mistakes. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 4, we have 5, we have 8, we have 10, we don't have 16, we have 20, yeah, we have 25, yeah, we have 40, yep, we have 50, yep, we have 100, yep, and we have 200. Let's hope this is correct. God, please confirm me. All right, so we have 200 times 1, 200, 100 times 2, 200, 50 times 4, 200. We have 40 times 5, 200, 25 times 8, 200, times 20, 200. Wow, that's nice. All right, so like I previously said, we call this our factor chain. All right, so we'll find the highest factor here that is also a square, a perfect square. So we have 1 is a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square, 25 is a perfect square, 100 is a perfect square, and the highest is 100. So what? And we said that what 100 times 2 is 200. So what we have here is what, using this multiplication rule, we'll say with 200 is equals to 100, right, times root 2. That's root 100 times root 2. All right, so root 200 is equals to root 100 is what, 10 times root 2. Root 200 is equals to 10 times root 2. Of course, you know root 2 can't give us a definite value, so it becomes 10 what, root 2. So that's your answer. So the next problem we'll be having is root 300. All right, so let's get out the factors. First thing first, what we'll do is get out the factors of 300. So what are the factors of 300? Let's do this together. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7. Nah, in your dreams, 7 is not included. Alright, 8, no. 9, no. 10, yes. We have 12. We have 15. We have 20. Yep, we have 20. We have 25. We have 30. We have 50. So I kind of feel there's a number between the two, between the 30 and 50, but we'll find out. We have 50. We have 60. Uh, we have 150. Oh yeah, yeah. We have 75. Uh, we have 100. We have 150. Oh God, I hope I don't make any mistakes. We have 300. All right, cool. So let's try. Let's start. So this is our factor chain. So let's, like I previously said in the last section, that we multiply the extreme ends. You start to confirm that we got the actual value. So we have 300 times 1, 300, 150 times 2, 300, 100 times 3, 300, 75 times 4, 300, 60 times 5, 300, 50 times 6, 300, 30 times 10, 300, 25 times 12, 300, 15 times 20, 300. Wow. I still got it. Yeah, yeah. All right, so let's find the factors that is also a perfect square, and let's get out the highest perfect square here in the chain. So we have 1, we have 4, we have 25, uh, we have 100, and we said that 100 times 3 is what? 300. So what we used to do is root 300 is equals to root 100 times root 3. So which gives you what? Root 100 is what? 10 times root 3. You still have to bring it down. Root 3. So therefore, root 300 is equals to what? 10 times root. Uh, 10 root 3. That's your value. So now we'll be dealing with 500. Yeah. I hope you guys are ready for this one. All right, cool. Well, like I said, after this topic, we won't be doing so much of factor chains again. I think I've done enough about factor chains. All right, so we have root 500, and like I previously said, we'll get the factors of 500. Yikes. All right, so we have 500. Let's get out the factors. Disclaimer: if I make any mistake, um, it's been a while, but let's do it together. All right, we have 1, we have 2, we do not have 3, we have 4. Yeah, we have 4. We have 5, we have, now we don't have 8, we have 10. Okay, we have yeah, we have 20. We have, sorry, we have 20. We have 25. Okay, we have 30. 40 now. We have 50. We have 75 now. We have 100. I feel I'll make a mistake here. We have 125. We have 250. I mean, yeah, 250. And we have 500. Why do I have a bad vibes that I'll make a mistake here? But anyway, let's try. Let's see. Alright, so we have 500 times 1, 500. 250 times 2, 500. 125 times 4, 500. 100 times 100 times 5, 500. 50 times 10 times 50, 500. 20 times 25, 500. Ah, cool, nice. Yeah, so like we previously did, we'll find out the factors that is also a perfect square and get out the highest. So we have 1, 4, 500. Perfect square. Yeah, 100 is the best here. Is the highest we can get from here, and 100 times 5 gave us 500. All right, so our root 500 becomes what? Root 100 times root 5, which gives you square root of 100 is 10 times root 5. So therefore, root 500 is equals to 10 root 5. All right, we have cube root of 56. All right, so I think we'll do this now. So always consider when I say what is cube root. Cube root is what? What is cube first? Cube is x times x times x will give you what? 3 raised to the power of 3, x raised to the power of 3, or x cube. You understand? So meanwhile, in the case of root, cube root, x will be equals to what? Cube root x times cube root x times cube root x. Alright, so which will give you x. So in this case, it's still the same procedure. Don't be scared. Still the very same procedure. So first thing first, you get factors of 56. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 4, we have 7, we have 8, we have 14, yeah, we have 28, and we have 56. So let's confirm that we got the whole thing correctly. So we have 56 times 1, 56, 2 times 28, 56, 4 times 14, 56, 7 times 8, 56. Yeah. So, but instead, right now, instead of finding the perfect, the highest perfect square, we'll be finding the highest perfect cube. The highest perfect cube. So 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. This is a cube. 4 now 4 is a square, not a cube. 7 now 8, yeah. 8 is a cube. That's 2 times 2 times 2. 14, 28 now 56 now. So we said that what 8 times 7 is 56. So we have in our solutions we have what? Cube root 56 is equals to root 8, cube root 8 times cube root 7. Yeah. Which gives you what? Cube root 8 is what? 2 times cube root 7. Again, always remember, since we started with this power, this cube root, that is what we're going to continue here. So therefore, cube root 56 is going to give you 2 cube root 7. All right, I think we've come to the final one, which is cube root 125. All right, so in cube root 125, let's get out the factors of 125. This shouldn't be so difficult. So we have 1, 5, 25, 125, I guess. Yeah. So this is not a cube, this is not a cube, this is a square, but not a cube, but this is a cube. All right, so the cube root of 125. So 5 is what? 125 is 125 is 5 times 5 times 5. So therefore, it's equals to 5. Remember, take note. This is not a sort because it gave you a rational number. So please, the final value is a rational number. So please take note, this is not a sort. Doesn't mean that you won't solve it the way you've been solving other sorts. It's still the same formula you use to solving other sorts, but this is not a sort. I intentionally brought it out so that based on what we discussed in our last episode, so that you get to understand why I brought this out. This is not a sort. This gives a definite value. It's a rational number. The final answer is a rational number. So you can't call this a sort. All right. So I think we've come to the end of this episode. Kindly like, subscribe, and share our channel. All right. So in the next episode, we'll be going straight to the rules. We'll discuss about addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So stay tuned to our next episode. Thank you.